troubled. Can I tell you why? I think the professional warm-up comedian in the studio wants my job. And I think he wants it badly enough to kill me. But what he doesn't know is I put a pellet in his beverage. A pellet containing hamster poop. One of the most deadly toxins known to man. It's not really, actually. You can eat hamster poop and you'll be all right. Doesn't taste good, though. I've heard. So you know what else I noticed? That with the producer sits here and he, during the show, and he gives me instructions about how to behave. And I know you're not allowed to have beverages in the studio, and he's got a beverage. And you know what type of beverage he's got? A latte. Mm-hmm. A latte. At this time of night, he'll be up all night. Which I believe he is anyway. If the office rumours are to be believed. What he doesn't know about his latte is that it contains a pellet. A pellet with a deadly toxin known as hamster poop. Hamster poop would be a good name for a sitcom, actually, wouldn't it? Hamster poop, tonight on CBS. Hamster poop is taped in front of a live studio audience. Maybe not. All right, come back, we'll do the show.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you've got the Sandman at your door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Ferguson.
Hi! Welcome to Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I am your host, Greg Ferguson. Please. Thank you. That's enough. All right, thank you. That's enough. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Look, that's enough. I don't care what the professional warm-up comedian told you. It's starting to sound phony. Sit down. Relax. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, wait a minute. You're here. You at home too. Relax, sit down, enjoy yourself. Slower. It's a great day for America, everybody. Why? Well, it's Friday, of course. Hey, hey, hey! I used up all my energy. I'm done now. It's been very crazy this week. It's crazy this week. I was at that thing in New York yesterday. Oh, what? With a landing in the water. Yeah. And then yesterday, the Secret Service unveiled Barack Obama's new limousine for his presidency. It's a 100-foot-long, heavily armoured Cadillac. I think the real news here is that General Motors sold a car. Because, right... Well, that got the joke out of the way. It wasn't done well, but at least it's over. And that's the main thing. Now we don't have to sit up all night waiting for the joke. It's done. That's Friday. You can enjoy the rest of your weekend in the sure and certain knowledge that nothing funny will happen on this show. I'm not kidding. I am kidding. You know, I'm actually surprised that Obama has a limousine. I thought he would go to work on a magic unicorn galloping down a rainbow. Do you know what I'm excited about? There's a big horror movie open today that I'm very excited about. My Bloody Valentine 3D. Oh, yeah. My Bloody Valentine. It sounds like someone stole Michael Caine's Hallmark card.
Give that back. That is my bloody Valentine. I don't know much about My Bloody Valentine 3D, the movie. It'll be a lot of stuff. It's a 3D movie, so it'll be a lot of, you know, stuff coming up to the camera for no reason. They always have, like, the sword coming up to the camera. Or, like, you know, the gun is like... You know what I would like to see? I'd like to see one of those stuffy English dramas in 3D. I say, Lord Percy, would you like some tea? How about some lovely scones? Oh! Anyway, apparently, My Bloody Valentine is about a bunch of trapped miners. That's why Michael Jackson's seen it 3 times. What? Come on now. Knock it off. He goes and sees anything with miners. They're safe with me. Some movies I'm glad they're not in 3D, like Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't want to see these bony skeletons jumping out at me. I don't mean Keira Knightley, I mean the big skeleton. Eat something. All right? Now, I'm saying this as a friend. You know, eat something. You know, a hot dog, something. Candy. Have a milkshake, something. Anyway, what we're talking about, My Bloody Valentine, yeah. It's a proper horror film. If it is a proper horror film, it'll have to have sexy teens. You can't have a horror film without sexy teens. The sexy teens that never learn. If you're a sexy teen and you're watching this show tonight, and at the same time you're camping at a lake where exactly 1 year ago this very night other sexy teens were murdered. If you are one of those teens and you think you hear something in the bushes, don't worry about it, it's probably nothing. Go back to whatever you're doing. Whatever teenagers do, necking and petting and you're twittering on your face tubes. I don't know what the hell you're doing. And I shouldn't know what you're doing. I'm an old guy. If I knew what you were doing, that would be creepy. Which, of course, I am. Actually, I won't go and see My Bloody Valentine. I don't go and see horror films in theatres. It's such a hassle. You have to pay $15 for a ticket, $10 for popcorn just to pee my pants. And it's not because I'm scared. It's just because these chairs are very comfortable. It's warm. I'm getting on a bit. Incontinence, my old friend. Well, you know what I saw a couple of nights ago? I saw a horror movie a couple of nights ago on the cable. Oh, I've got cable. You know, just ordinary cable, not premium cable. But a couple of nights ago, I saw 1408. Did you see that movie? Oh, wow. It's John Cusack is in it, and it's very, very scary. Usually, you know, John Cusack's in the romantic comedies, and, you know, he meets a girl, and then they go ice skating in Central Park, and they're, and then they're like, oh, and then they, they're just going to kiss, and then something happens. And then there's a misunderstanding, and she has to get a plane, and he has to run to the airport. That's usually the films that he's in. You know, he learns to talk about his feelings. But in this movie, 1408, it's terrifying. It's the hotel room from hell. It's terrifying. The ghosts and the demons and the no pay-per-view adult entertainment. There's nothing. It's not that scary, really. Actually, it was scary. I thought it was a pretty scary movie. I read that woman... I read too. Oh, I read. I have cable. Yes, I know. I'm a Renaissance man. Anyway, I read somewhere that women like scary movies because they can jump into their, boyfriend's arms. Which is a waste of money. If you really want to be scared, ladies, you should date a violent, unpredictable drunk. Yeah, oh, you have done, yeah.
My first husband.
No, if you want to be scared, date a violent, unpredictable drunk, and if you want to see a chick flick, then date a gay guy. There you are. Because that's the only two types of men there are. Gay or violent, unpredictable drunk. Or in very rare cases, like myself, a dangerous hybrid of the two.
And I'm also in 3D. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back, everybody.
It's the return of Michael Caine in space.
A lot of people ask me, they say, why is Michael Caine in space? Well, it's one of these unknowable questions, like, why do fish swim in the sea? Why does a lion hunt? Why does it burn when I pee? It's all right, I know the answer to the last one, you know what I mean?
That was the return of Michael Caine in space.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the big blue tie. Now, I just noticed this tie in the one of the monitors there. This is a bit fancy, isn't it? This is going to put people off. They don't watch this show for good things. This tie's too good for this show. I'm kidding. It's crap. No, it's a nice tie, actually. You know, it's one of those ties that if you just sit just right, it tickles you. I think I might have just invented something, actually. The self-help tie. Maybe not. You know, the 3D movie I'm talking about, you know, it's not like the 3D movies used to be. They changed a lot in the years. You used to get the little cardboard glasses. Don't do that. I used to love those little cardboard glasses. You know, I would sneak them out of the theatre and use them in my own life to make things pop. Now I just use my tie, really. You know that James Cameron, who directed the Titanic movie, his next film's going to be in 3D. I wish Titanic had been in 3D. That would have been awesome. The bow of the ship coming at you, Kate Winslet's boobies popping out. She would have been like, oh! It was so realistic. It'd be so realistic with her boobies coming at you. You could have escaped the sinking ship using the motorboat. There you are, problem solved. Yeah, that's a bit flimsy, isn't it? No, you probably couldn't. Anyway, there's not much TV in 3D. Except this show, obviously. You know what? Things would change if television was in 3D. Kim Kardashian would never have been voted off Dancing with the Stars. Do you know, even if the technology was available, this show wouldn't be in 3D, because it would, you know, it'd cost money. We're not even in 2D. I don't know what D we're in. I think we're in 0D. 0D, by the way, is the name of which I rap under. That's my rap name, 0D. Do you know what's bound to happen soon? Is porno in 3D. Wait a minute, think it through. Nah, it might well be disgusting. If I wanted to see naughty bits flopping out at me at a porno theatre, I don't need 3D glasses. I'll just look at the other people in the audience. That's right, I go to the theatre to watch porn, apparently. Me and Pee Wee Herman, we're never out of the damn place. Oh, I'm kidding. Am I? Yes, actually. If I did go to a porn theatre, though, I'd wear this tie. I'll tell you that for nothing. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back, everybody.
Michael Caine in space.
Did you know that in space, nobody can hear you scream? They can't hear you fart either. Did you hear that then? No, you didn't, did you?
That was the return of Michael Caine in space.
Whoa! Welcome back to the big 3D show. Whoa! All right, I can't be mucking around in 3D. I have to get back to 0D. Do we have time for the emails?
Yes, email time. Hook up your gadget. It's time to check the mail.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see. This is from Ron in Orlando, Florida. Lovely place. Ron says, "Hey, Craig, on a recent trip to Scotland, our tour guide warned us to be careful because, he said, Glasgow was full of professionally trained gypsy thieves and pickpockets. Do you know any of them?" Which part of Glasgow were you visiting? Maybe, I think you were visiting Victorian Glasgow, perhaps? Glasgow in the 17th century, it sounds like. Oh, my Lord. Yes, I do know quite a few of them, actually. I'm a professionally trained... You know what? Professionally trained gypsy thieves, that means they're professional gypsy thief trainers. That's a hell of a job right there. Wonder if you get dental with... What do you do? I train gypsies. Ridiculous idea. Professionally trained gypsy thieves and pickpockets. Actually, that same technology was used to create this tie. This is from Jonah in Bristol, Rhode Island. Dearest Craig, what is the difference between a bar and a pub? Actually, I don't really know the actual, real, honest-to-goodness reason, but where I grew up, you know, a bar, women could go in, and a pub, they couldn't. I know, it's terrible. The thing is, they didn't want to go in. It's like, oh, we don't let women come in here. Women are like, we're good with that, it's fine. Oh, really? Because that would be great for us to hang around with a bunch of old alcoholics who smell like wee-wee. Can't we come in? All right, this is from Kaisa. Oh, that's a nice name. In Östersund, in Sweden. I didn't know the show went out in Sweden. On the oh yeah, on the, whatchamacallit? Yeah, that. Dear Craig, I'll try and do it in a Swedish accent then. Dear Craig, actually I can't do a Swedish accent, so I'll do what I always do, which is a bad German accent. Dear Craig, I'm trying to come up with some good ideas for a summer job. It's good to be early. Do you have any suggestions? Look, she's done one of those little internet smiley things there. Isn't that adorable? I really love it when people use punctuation to make faces. It's so clever and inventive. What's your Volvo? For your summer job, wash Volvos. That's what you can do. Oh, I grossed myself out there. All right, this is from Sissy in Rochester, New York. I've been there. New York, I haven't been to Rochester. Oh, I have, actually. Sissy's an unfortunate name if you're a guy. I'm guessing Sissy isn't a guy, though. Anymore. I'm kidding! I'm kidding! Knock it off!
Making fun of the poor guy's name. Woman's name. Woman. We must remember to call Sissy a woman now. Hi, Craig, says Sissy. Hi, Craig, says Sissy. Did Ricky Lake ever pay you the $100 from your Air American Idol bet last season? Did I bet Ricky Lake $100? What did I bet her? Who would win? What did I say? Because I said cute David and she said big, horrible, beardy David that pretends to be like 27 but is really 50. Who won then? Big, horrible, beardy David? I knew that, actually. I was rooting for the little adorable, the little tiny one, who looked like... He was so lovely, that little David. You know what he looked like to me? He looked like a professional gypsy thief. He certainly stole my heart. This is from Cindy in Medina, in Ohio. All right, Cindy says, Dear Craig, did you know that in the Sims 2 House Party edition, you can make Drew Carey come to your party? Isn't that awesome? It's a lot better than having the actual Drew Carey come to your party, I'll tell you that. I'm kidding, he's my friend. We gotta take a break, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the 3D show. Oh, look at that. It's pretty lame, isn't it? But a lot of people at home who are enjoying their marijuana cigarettes, they like it when you do that. You're welcome, stoners. My first guest tonight is in the award-winning film Slumdog Millionaire. Take a look at this. Please welcome Dev Patel, everybody. Dev Patel. Hello, Dev. Hello, Dev. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How
Good. Are you having a nice time with it? This Slumdog Millionaire is huge. You win the Golden Globes. Congratulations. That's awesome.
It's pretty unbelievable, to say the least.
Yeah.
I find myself slapping myself every day just to wake up.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, not too hard, not too hard.
Don't slap yourself around. What age are you?
18.
18?
Yeah.
God, and you're getting the big Hollywood film. You got to be careful. There are unscrupulous types out in Hollywood.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because have you been around? Have you had
I've been around a bit, but everyone's been really pleasant so far.
Yes, that's how they start.
I've been media trained, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they start. Everyone's very nice to you, and then suddenly...
Oh, right, okay.
Nah, you'll be all right. Yeah, I'm telling you, you'll be fine. And the movie's it's Danny Boyle movie.
It is.
Are you a fan of Danny Boyle?
I'm a massive fan.
Well, you are now because you're in this film.
No, honestly, I've watched so many of his films, and then, to be honest, I did get all the DVDs and watch all the director's commentaries when I found out I was working with him. But
Did you have to audition for the job?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I was nobody before this. You know, I was just literally... I owned the world because he took a fat risk in casting a kid from just a normal school. Right. And yeah, it was great because the first time I went and met him, I was like, God, I'm meeting Danny Boyle. This is like Britain's best director.
Yes, you don't really have a very Indian accent. I was going to say.
I'm born in London.
Me, Scotland did the same thing. I don't have an Indian accent either.
No, you don't. Yeah.
But you play someone with an Indian accent in the film.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Which was really tricky, actually.
Was it really? I'd imagine, don't you know people with Indian accents?
No, that's the thing, because it's Mumbai. I was doing a Mumbai accent, and the thing is, it's like a melting pot. Everyone from outside India goes to there. It's like the nerve centre.
Right.
So I'd spend a week with Frida Pinto, the lead actress, and try and pick some stuff up, and then I'd spend another day with the guy playing my brother.
Right.
And he'll be like, why are you talking like that? I mean, that's wrong. What are you doing? Shut up. And I'll be like, oh.
Hey, there's no need for that kind of talk.
So, yeah.
No.
I just had to make my own accent up.
Well, see, now that you're in the big star, and you're the big movie star, and you're doing the thing. Oh, yes, you are. Yeah, absolutely. You have to. Yes. There's a whole lot of things you have to do. You'll need to get into the Pilates. We'll need you in some kind of freaky religious cult.
No, I need to go to the gym. That's what I need to do.
No, don't. Okay. No, don't do that. That's where they're waiting.
All right.
you still live with your mum and dad then?
Yep,
Really?
still do.
And
Yeah.
that must be a bit odd. Film star, Golden Globes, or clean your room, Dev. That kind of thing.
It's like that. I mean,
Is it really?
I'm out in India and I'm like treated like an adult, and I'm the lead in Danny's film, and then I come back home and I'm like any 18-year-old kid, annoying my sister, you know, getting told to do my bed, you know.
How do you annoy your sister?
I'm just really loud and stuff
Loud?
at home. Yeah.
Oh, really? What age is your sister?
She's 22. Yeah, 22.
Really?
Yeah.
And you annoy her with your loudness?
With my loudness, yes.
Is she a very acute
No,
hearing,
it's
your
fun
sister, or
because
what?
I mean that's the way I express my sort of brotherly love for her.
What, by being loud?
By getting on her nerves.
Well,
and
don't
just
get on her
doing-
nerves. You're
yeah.
18 now. You're a grown
Yeah,
man.
I know,
You
I
can't be
should,
getting
sorry.
on your
I'm gonna
sister's
grow up.
nerves.
I'm gonna grow up.
Knock it
Okay, yes,
off.
sir.
Yeah. So what are you going to... do you fancy doing an action movie or something like that
Me
next?
doing an action
Yes,
film.
come on. Yes.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Kick some butt.
Have you been looking around? Have you been meeting all the directors and producers?
I met a few. Actually, I met Clint Eastwood, which was awesome. He's
Yeah.
like the nicest guy in the world. He's so humble.
You don't get on his lawn though.
All right. It was crazy.
You get on his lawn, he'll
He'll gun me down. Yeah. So I literally flew in from London, and I arrived at the airport, and I got a call saying I had to go to this BAFTA tea party thing.
BAFTA,
And
the British Academy of Film
Film-
and Television Arts.
Yes, and I hadn't changed or had a shower or anything, so I was smelling.
That's all right. It's British. It doesn't
And-
matter. Yeah.
There you go.
It's
And
fine, just
literally-
turn up. It's fine. Don't even brush your teeth. Just go.
And I turned up in trainers, right? And I met him, and I was like, "Hello, Clint, Mr. Eastwood," and he's like, "Are you ready for a quick getaway or something?" Because I was wearing trainers, and I was like,
Sneakers.
"Thank
yeah.
you." And then he just started talking, and it was really cool.
Could you hear what he was saying? He's very quiet sometimes.
He is. He's quite quiet. Yeah. He's very he's deep from the lungs.
He's deep from the lungs. He is
Yeah.
deep from the lungs. It's true. He's known for his lungs. No, he did one of my favourite movies of all time. Clint Eastwood directed that. You know the movie Unforgiven? I love that movie. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You see that movie?
I guess I have. I don't remember.
No, you haven't. Because if you had, you'd
Yeah.
remember it. It's
I would remember it. I guess.
cowboy film. It's got the.
But he's done so many, so.
Yeah, well, I suppose so. Yeah. All right, I'll be more specific then. It's the one
Where he holds
he's-
a gun and wears a
No,
cowboy
it's the
hat.
one where he doesn't wear the poncho.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay,
he doesn't
cool.
wear the poncho. Do you ever wear a poncho yourself?
Do I wear a poncho?
Yeah, you ever walk around wearing a poncho saying, "Look at me, I'm a movie star"? Do you ever do that?
Not really. I'll be floating in it, so not really.
No, I don't know. I mean, you're dressed very elegantly this evening. Do you-
Elegantly?
Yes,
Thank
you got the
you.
tie on and everything. It's all very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, cheers.
Yes. Because when I was 18, I would only ever wear a tie when I was making court appearances.
Oh, actually, I do a bit of martial arts, right? And
Really?
yeah, I do. Yeah, that's the lanky legs. I do this thing called taekwondo.
Oh, yes,
and it's
I've
like
heard of
literally, it's
taekwondo,
like
yeah.
karate, but you use your legs loads more.
Right.
Like kick people in the face.
Right,
And stuff.
so-
So it's nice that they're chicken legs, in other words. So they're aerodynamic, so I can get them up. And stuff like that. But anyway, back to the
chickens
tie.
can't fly. Chickens can't
Oh, yeah,
fly.
yeah.
You don't
Sorry.
want chicken
But
legs.
I don't know how I got from that to a tie, but yeah.
all
When
right.
you're a black belt, you have to start judging when you go to competitions and.
Judging other people's legs? Because I do that and I'm not a black belt. Well, I'm a black belt in leg judging.
I mean judging like sparring matches, fighting
Oh, really?
matches. And yeah, when you go to gradings, like when the little ones go to gradings to get new belts, you sit on the panel and write your
Right.
review on their performance, and
Really?
that's how they pass. So you have to wear a tie.
So you'd be perfect for the action movies then. You could do the taekwondo in it.
I guess so.
Yeah. You could be like taekwondo guy. You know, you could witness a crime and then, solve
Taekwondo.
it and then taekwondo some people.
Yeah.
Do that again.
That was that, sorry.
Be awesome. Dev Patel, everybody, we'll be right back. Tell you, there's one thing I like doing, it's clapping.
Especially if I've just enjoyed some highly entertaining and thought-provoking commercials. Sometimes I just clap along at home to entertain myself. There was a... One of the ladies in the audience said she enjoys clapping. I'm like, how could you enjoy clapping? It's just something you do. It's, you know, it's not something you... And she said it can be quite entertaining. I suppose it can. Anyway, look, my next guest is a good friend of mine. He's also a very, very funny comedian. He's at the Irvine Improv this weekend, and he's on the Drew Carey's Improv All-Star lineup in Vegas on Super Bowl weekend. Please welcome Greg Proops, everybody. Greg Proops.
I hope you're as excited as I am about the inauguration coming up. That's terrific. Some of you are. Yeah, what an exciting election and wildly unexpected. Looks like Black Jesus beat dinosaur riding Jesus this time, huh? This inauguration is going to be so different than both of George W. Bush's inaugurations, don't you think? For one thing, people will be happy. Secondly, what'll be really different is that Obama was actually elected by the population of the United States. Honestly, after the last two elections, I'm surprised Haiti didn't invade us to install a democracy. I guess the other big difference this inauguration will be when Obama puts his hand on the Bible to swear the oath of office, there's less likelihood that it'll burst into flames. Hillary Clinton is going to be at the inauguration, which I'm very excited about, because she's going to be Secretary of State, and it's a position now that I think we're finding is traditionally held by very strong women, right? Madeleine Albright, Hillary Clinton, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell, and... If Hillary's there, that means that the big dog is also going to be there. Yeah, that's right. Bill Clinton back at the White House. And a very exciting time. You may remember Bill Clinton. He was president briefly during the peace and prosperity scare of the 90s. I think Obama will be a dandy president. What I've noticed, though, is that the media is totally in love with Obama. He's enjoying such a huge honeymoon with the news organizations now, really. Every time I turn on TV, they're like, Wolf, I've just been informed that President Obama's balls have the flavor of raspberry. I understand he's written a speech with words in it, and he knows where Germany is. I think... People always ask me, they go, Greg, you're a comedian. Would you miss George W. Bush? And I think, only if he ducked quick enough after the first share. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I will. Hello, sweetie.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
I'm
Good to see you.
I'm good. Take a seat.
I will.
Take a seat. You look very nice. It's nice
Thank
to
you.
see you. Your hair's looking quite poofy, if you don't mind me saying so.
I'm going for poof.
Yeah, I think I've never seen your hair look poofy. Usually it's slicked back.
No, I've been wearing a Bobby Rydell kind of early 60s thing for a long time now. And at my age, I've decided to go super long and sexy, wild, you know, giant, crazy Einstein professor thing.
Well, be careful, though, because it's a very short move from there to Trump. Yeah. May I compliment you also on your socks?
Thank you very much, Craig.
Are you a fan of Dr. Seuss?
I'm not just a fan. I'm the president of the Dr. Seuss Ankle Club for Men.
Really?
Yes, I'd wear them in a box. Yes, I'd wear them because they rocks.
Yeah. I don't
either.
No,
No,
I don't know.
me neither.
Do you have a collection of socks? Or is it just we happen to have been lucky to find the flamboyant ones tonight?
You know, Craig, I'd love to say that I do have a collection of socks, but I was just wondering where that would place me in the cool meter. Let's talk about Greg's socks collection for a while, because no one's his friend.
No, Greg.
I'm in a Facebook club about socks. It's awesome.
I don't know if you should be worrying about a cool meter now. Really, I don't know if that's where you should be going with this. I've known you for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first time you've complimented my socks. No.
Out loud?
Out loud.
Yeah.
Out loud. You've been thinking about it for a long time. I know that.
I think about your socks when you're not there.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Don't ever touch me again.
Okay, sorry.
All right. How are you doing? Are you enjoying the...
Sorry, I'm talking to the ghost host.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, stop it. Yes, Craig?
Hey, are you doing the Irvine Improv?
I am doing the Irvine Improv. I'm also excitingly on Flight of the Conchords this Sunday.
Oh, I love Flight of the Conchords. I love them. They're fantastic.
Yeah, they're very good.
I don't know, Brett and Jermaine, I thought, wouldn't it be nice if I could get them to come here and I could choose my favorite one?
Yes, it would be nice. It's no fair telling which one. One's funnier than the other, and they won't admit which one it is.
I know, you can't tell.
Yes.
Just when I think I've got it figured out.
Yeah. It took me like 9 years to learn their names.
Yeah.
Because I had them backwards all the time.
Well, Brett and Jermaine?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, dude, how's it going? Hey, Kiwi dude. And then other Kiwi dude.
Kiwi dude?
Yeah.
Oh, they're from New Zealand?
Yes, they're from New Zealand.
Have you been there?
I have been to New Zealand.
Have you ever eaten kiwi?
Yes, well, no, actually. It's very tragic if you go to New Zealand. There's very few Kiwis left because they've been hunted almost to extinction for the fruit and shoe polish they provide. I'm joking, of course. I'd like to let this crowd know that that was a joke.
Yeah.
They don't make shoe polish out of birds.
Yeah.
Because on the tin, they look so...
They just draw a picture of a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not...
They drop,
it's
it's not,
no,
they don't
it's
really
not,
use them.
yeah.
No, I don't think they eat kiwis so much. But New Zealand is like... they're deceptively... I was a little too complicated, I think. They have a North Island and a South Island, right?
Yes.
And the name of New Zealand by the Maoris is like Arotai... I can't pronounce it. Arotai Raka, right? It's this... You know, this lovely Polynesian name. So I say to one of the New Zealanders, so there's a North Island and a South Island, but what's the real names of the island? And he goes, it's the North Island and the South Island. And I was like, I think I overthought that one a little bit.
Yeah, you thought too much about it.
Yeah, I thought there's going to be some fruity name.
Did you have a nice time when you were there?
I loved New
They're
Zealand.
very nice people, aren't they?
They're lovely.
Lovely people. They're kind of like Australians, but with a sort of Canadian twist.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they're delightful.
They're the Canadians of the South Pacific.
That's exactly right. So they're apologetic but warm.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think we learned something. Greg Proops, everybody.
What did we learn on the show tonight?
I'm definitely taking that cat to the vet. We're out of time. We got to go. We'll see you on Monday, everybody. Night, night.